Thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. A frequent question we encounter is from manufacturers who have secured FDA registration in the United States and want to know what is required to enter the Indian market. A common assumption is that FDA approval might serve as a fast track, but the regulatory landscape is more nuanced. While beneficial, U.S. FDA approval does not replace the need for a specific import license from India's own regulatory authority, the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, known as the CDSCO. Under the Medical Devices Rules 2017, India has established a comprehensive framework for market access. The first and most critical step for any foreign manufacturer is to appoint an Authorized Indian Agent, or AIA. This local entity is legally responsible for your device in India. They hold the import license, manage all communications with the CDSCO, and handle post-market surveillance activities, including adverse event reporting. Your company cannot directly apply for the license without this local representation. The next step is to classify your device according to India's risk-based system, which categorizes products into Class A for low risk, Class B for low-moderate risk, Class C for moderate-high risk, and Class D for high risk. This classification determines the regulatory pathway and the required documentation. For all devices, excluding the very lowest risk Class A non-measuring and non-sterile products, you must apply for an import license using Form MD-14. This application is submitted through the CDSCO's online portal and must be supported by two crucial dossiers: a device master file, or DMF, for each specific device or device family, and a plant master file, or PMF, for each manufacturing site. This is where your existing FDA technical documentation becomes invaluable, as it can be leveraged to build these files. The submission must also include proof of approval in a reference country, such as the United States, alongside an ISO 13485 certificate to demonstrate quality management system compliance. We must stress the importance of a key date. Since October 1st, 2023, it has been mandatory for all Class A measuring and sterile devices, as well as all Class B, C, and D devices, to have an approved ND-15 import license before they can be imported. The review process for these applications typically takes between 6 and 9 months. Therefore, planning well in advance is essential. Once approved, the import license is granted in Form MD-15 and remains valid indefinitely, provided retention fees are paid every 5 years. If your company needs assistance navigating the CDSCO registration process or requires support with global market access in other regions, please check out Pure Global. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.